Okay, so I'm really excited. I'm whispering because everybody's sleeping still. It's in the morning, and everyone's sleeping in because it's summertime. And that's why I'm kind of a mess, too, because I just woke up. But I just want to share with you what I've been doing. I've been sprouting, and I've been Facebooking about it. Well, I Facebooked about it once. But I thought I might share with you what I'm doing so that you would know. So let me show you. Here is my quinoa. What I did was I soaked the quinoa overnight. Well, I soaked it for about 7 hours. So it really wasn't overnight because I soaked it, I started at 5 and about midnight, I finished soaking it. I rinsed it. So you soak it for like 7 hours and then you rinse it and then you put it, I just did it right in this container, see if you can see it. And then, back it up. Where is this? It's getting used to this webcam. Okay. Then you cover it with this mesh. You can see the mesh. Ugh. Okay. I cover it with this mesh, and then you tilt it at like a 45-degree angle, like this, so it drains and there's some air going through it. And then in a couple of days you have sprouts. And a couple times a day you have to rinse it off again and drain it out and let it sit and kind of turn it, and then you get these beautiful sprouts. So I'm going to show you what come out. Got my Tupperware, and I just put this mesh bag over it. You could use cheesecloth, or you can use a nut bag. You can use these special jars, which I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to take it off. I get excited when I wake up in the morning. I come and look and see how my sprouts are doing. Okay, I took the thingy off. And right before your eyes, I'm going to be emptying it, my new sprouts, my quinoa sprouts, into my Tupperware. Okay, there's more in there, but I'll get that in a minute. I just want to show you what I have. I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it really close to the camera. I'll bring the camera down to show you. Okay, look at my sprouts. See, this was just regular red quinoa, and they sprouted for, let's see, today's Friday. On Wednesday night, at 5 o'clock, I soaked them. At midnight, I set them out to sprout. It's Friday morning, so about a day and a half they've been sprouting. And I don't know if I could sprout them for longer than this. Maybe next time I'll try that. But I'm ready to eat them because they smell so good. So you see these little white tails that are on, I don't know if you can see that in the video. See? Those little white tails that ended up on the quinoa. Okay. So that's that. Very yummy. And the reason why I'm sprouting, quinoa has like, without sprouting, I think it has like 7 grams of fiber. Protein. When you sprout something, it multiplies the nutritional value, I don't know, tenfold? I'm not sure, a lot. Then, I sprouted sunflower seeds. I'm not sure how these are doing, but here's my sunflower seeds. I did this the same time, same amount of soaking. Just regular, they have to be raw sunflower seeds. And it has this little tail on it now. See that? Let me get you a long one. Look at that. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this video thing. Can you see that? See that? Look at that. And it kind of has the flavor of fresh peas that have been picked from your garden. Reminds me of my childhood. Next, I'll show you. Hang on. I have my distilled water. Yesterday I started sprouting honey wheat berries, and what I'm going to do with my honey wheat berries is I'm going to make a sprouted wheat bread with it. And this is my new sprouting jar. Just a regular jar, except that it has a mesh top on it, and that's it. Now you don't have to get a special sprouting jar if you want to do this. You can just get a regular mason jar, put a cheesecloth on top of it with a rubber band. Oops, I'm tripping on my computer. Anyway, I just started soaking them last night, so actually yesterday morning I started soaking them. And so last night, before I went to bed, I drained them, rinsed them a couple times, and then put them at a 45-degree angle, upside down. So what you have to do is you have to rinse them 2 or 3 times a day. I'm using distilled water. Can't see anything. Just grinding this thing. I don't know why I took this mesh thing off. So, yeah. And I'm just going to rinse them, because there's a lot of gooey stuff that comes off of it. And the reason why you soak them in the first place is to break down the enzyme inhibitors. This is what I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. I'm draining it. And then I'm going to just let it sit for another day. Probably about lunchtime, or maybe about 3 o'clock, I'll do the same thing. And then tonight before I go to bed, I'll do it again. And tomorrow I'll see little tails. As a matter of fact, I'm already seeing like little buds, like little white buds coming out of it. And I set that at a 45-degree angle. Kind of put it in a bowl and just kind of tilt it. Now I just want to show you really quick what I've been doing with the kids. We are growing a garden in our backyard. I know it's kind of late in the season to start from seeds, but it's fun for us. This is Mia's cucumbers. Mia's cucumbers. They're starting to sprout up. This is Diego's pole beans. He really wanted to grow pole beans. There's not much to it yet. He really wanted to grow pole beans because they grew pole beans at school, and then pole beans just didn't make it, so I promised him, okay, we'll do it at home. Now this one is what really amazed me. The kale started to sprout up the first really a lot. Amazing. Look at the kale. The kids are so excited about this garden. And they go out there every day with their little watering cans and they garden. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. Just wanted to let you know, and I figured, well, instead of just telling you, I'd vlog it. And, well, I hope you can hear me because I'm whispering. See you later.